Hey there, welcome to my channel. My name is Rocco. I hope you're doing well. Over the last few videos or so, half a dozen videos or so that we've had a look at, we've done various things in this beginner little series that we've been doing, where we've loaded a character in, we've dressed the models up, we've put hair on the head, you know, we've even done 3-point lighting systems to have a look at them. We've delved a little bit into the render settings. What we're going to do in this video is we're going to take our model, which we can see here looking very provocatively, should we say. And what we're going to do, we're going to save her out, not the scene, we're just going to save out the model so that we're able to load her into another scene at our will. Maybe we want to do a series of recurring images with her in different locations, a forest, a bedroom, a nightclub, whatever we might want to do. But the thing that we don't want to do is to have to build her up from scratch every single time. We don't have to load the model in, remember what clothing we used, remember the hair that we used and the colour, and maybe we don't have to do all that. What we'd like to do is just save her out, just the model, and then load her back in at our will, whenever we want to do that. So that's what we're going to take a look at today and how to do that, and then we'll load her into a couple of different scenes just to show that it's working. So if we have a look up here in the scene tab up here in the top right, and then we just expand our Genesis 9 female, we can see that she's made up of a lot of parts. Obviously there's the model at the top, but then there's hair in there, there's clothing, there's all various little other things. We want to save out the entirety of that into its own little file. Again, remember, we're not saving out the entire scene. We're not going to be saving the background or the cameras or, the lighting in the scene. We're just going to be saving our model out and all of these things that are attached to her. And the way that we do that is through something called the scene subset. Now, technically speaking, when we save out an entire scene, that's technically is a scene subset. But the subset part of it means that we can actually select what parts of that scene that we want to save and ignore everything else. Now, you might have seen it, wondered what it is, but we're going to show you it up here. And there's two ways that we can save a scene subset. Firstly, if we come up to the file up in the top left-hand corner there, give it a click and then come down to save as, you can see all of these things that crop up. Scene obviously is if you were saving out the entire scene, but the scene subset is the thing that allows us to pick and choose what we want to save into its own little file. These are the things we'll touch on them in another video as we go along, but for now the thing that we're interested in is this scene subset. The second way that we can do it, and this is the way that I'm going to do it in this video, by the way, if you do come up here and you go to save as scene subset, what it'll do, you'll open your little file explorer thing and then you just choose where you want to save it to, okay? Something similar that we'll see in a moment as well in this other way that we're going to do it. So the other way we do it is through the actual content menu that we've got, or the content library that we've got open over here. Now I'm going to put it in my own little directory structure called Daz Tutorial, but you can do it anywhere that you want to do this. You won't have a Daz Tutorial, so don't be looking for that. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to just open that up momentarily, and I'm going to right click on it and do create subfolder, and I'll call this as my models. Okay, we'll call it something like that. And if I hit accept, you can see that we've created this little folder in our content library under Daz Tutorial. And then what I'm going to do, this is now the directory where we're going to save our model into, and if you come down to this little plus and minus sign here, it's the plus one that we're interested in. If we give that one a click, as long as we've got the directory selected where we're going to do it, and then go again on scene subset, again it will open up, and as you can see, it's opened up exactly to where we want it to go. Daz Tutorial my models. We'll call her, I don't know, what can we call her? Model 1, just model 1, something simple, and we'll hit save. Now, instead of saving out the model or the scene like what happens when you do save a scene, what we get this scene subset save options. And it lists everything basically up there in our scene tab, as you can see. And they've got a little tick box next to them. If we expand out, you can see all of the items that are underneath, or that were underneath the Genesis 9 female in the settings. All of them are there as well, and all of them are ticked. But you can also see that environment is ticked. Again, that's up in the scene tab, but we don't want to save it. This is just telling Daz what we want to save into a scene subset. So if we, for a moment, just click on that environment, just expand out, you can see that everything there has now been unticked or ticked. If we then untick that, but make sure our Genesis 9 female is selected and everything underneath, or certainly everything that we want to save, is also ticked, and click accept, it will now save out our Genesis 9 female. And as you can see, she saved it there, and you can see it's got a little green tag in it called set up there, just to let us know that it's a subset. So there she is. She's been saved out now as a model. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to shut down DAS. I'm going to load in a new DAS. I'll just put her into the basic DAS, and then we'll just load her in just so you can see just what it is that's happened. So here we are back into a newly loaded DAS environment. There's nothing up here in the scene tab, as you can see. And if we have a quick spin around, there's nothing in the scene at all. So what we're going to do, if we look back up here, this is where we saved our model out to. There she is. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to double click on it to load her into the scene. I'll speed that up so you're not sitting around waiting. And when she's back in scene, we'll take a look and see if she has got the things that we saved out, everything there. So here we are then, we can see that our model's been loaded into the scene, and if we were to expand out the Genesis 9 female over here, the hair's there, the brows are there, all the clothing's there, everything that we saved out has been loaded back in. Ah, you might say though, she stood in a base pose and there's no pose there. Well, there's a reason for that. And the reason being is because I'd ran D4 simulations before we'd started recording, and therefore the timeline is probably out of whack. So if I open up the timeline, you can see that it's reset to frame 0, and everything that I'd set up had been on frame 30. So if you do load a model in and you want it exactly as it was, you might have to do this yourself. So if we open up the timeline, click on frame 30, because that's where I'd set everything up, you can see that the pose has been applied over there, and it's even remembered the D-Force hair settings that we'd had. So, okay, we don't have a camera in scene, so what we'll have to do is just use the parameters camera, or the perspective camera, sorry, because I can't be bothered messing one up. So there she is in the scene. If we just click across to NVIDIA iRay and just use the base, very basic DAS lighting, you can see there she is in scene exactly as we saved her out. Now what we're going to do is we're going to shut down DAS again, and we're going to load up a previously saved scene that I had, and we're going to load her into that scene just to show you that nothing gets overwritten, not, you know, we don't wipe out or delete the scene that we've currently got. And just show you then how you can insert these models, these saved subset models, into any scene that you've already got created or you've created elsewhere. So again, I'll shut down DAS and I'll load in that scene and get back to you when it's all ready to go. So here we are again, we're back in DAS, this time with an already loaded scene in here. There's a camera, there's all the settings are in there, the lighting's been done, and obviously we've got this medieval type bedroom, because why not? So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to load our character into the scene, see if she comes in perfectly fine, which she should. We've just demonstrated that in a blank scene, but most importantly, you'll see that she won't overwrite anything in this scene. Obviously, if you went to load a new scene in, it would delete out the whole scene and reload the new scene. But because this is a scene subset, we can just add her into this scene as we see fit. So once again, I'll load her in and then come back to you once she's here. And there she is in scene. I've already messed around and moved the timeline across because we don't need to do that again. In scene, perfectly fit in, nothing's been deleted. She's there as she's always been with everything that we saved out. And now if we take a look at the final render, we can see that she just fits into that scene absolutely perfectly. And all that we've done, we've created the character elsewhere, loaded her into the scene, and she just takes a place where she was meant to be. And again, we can load her into any other scene that we've got. We could even load more models in if we wanted to load more models in. We could do this with scenes, with characters, with props, with anything that we want to do. We could save them out as a scene subset, tell DAS what it is that we want to save, by clicking on that dialog box that we had a look at earlier, and it'll just save it out as a scene subset and just load it in wherever you need it and merge it into any scene that you want to do. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope you've got something out of this. If so, give us a like down below. I really appreciate it, and it really helps the channel out. Likewise, if you haven't already subscribed, please do so down below. I really do appreciate that. And finally, any questions or any comments, just leave them in the little boxes down below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye now.